Serious, men of Reddit, who are unable to share their emotions with anyone, what would you like to share? I'm tired of trying. I am so very, very alone. Edit. Thank you all for being kind. Do me a favor, if you have a friend who you think/know is struggling, reach out to them. It really could make a difference. You don't have to take me up on this at all, but sometimes venting to strangers is easier because they owe you no obligation to care. If you want, feel free to DM me. Rant. Complain. Cry. I don't mind, and I'm 100% serious about wanting to be there to listen. I'm a different commenter, but same goes to you, my man. My inbox is always open. I really want a hug. I haven't been hugged in so long. It would be nice, I think. I actually sat and thought about it yesterday, and I haven't had physical contact with another human, other than perhaps brushing a hand from someone handing me change or rubbing shoulders in the street, for around 3 years. Same here. The sad part is I don't even know how to respond to the contact either. I want it, but I feel it is wrong to be touched anymore. Like I don't deserve it. Well, holy crap, that sounds hard. Now is a bad time for it, but there exist professional cuddlers. They'll just hold you and like pet your head for an hour. They sound like really sweet people too. Also, when I've been on my own, the partner dance community has been amazing. And there are some super basic dances out there. Look for a two-step, swing or salsa class. They get very fancy eventually, but the basics are like step forward, now step back. Book a massage. I'm in school for massage therapy, and I can't tell you how much human touch is essential. Babies literally die without it. You have my hug. I'm tired of pretending everything is going well. I lost all motivation and drive to do well in life. I keep telling myself it will get better, but nothing is going right. I just want a hug from someone who really cares about me and tell me everything will be okay. I want to drop out of school so badly to recover, but that's not possible. Edit. Thank you so much for all your encouragement and kind words. I really appreciate it. My day got better. It's getting late here, and I will continue reading and replying to you guys tomorrow. I appreciate every single one of you. Hugs. You have time, bro. Still in school, the world's there in front of you. Just try to be mindful of your choices and pick what's better for you. 22, and I'm still freshman in college. I wasted so many years, and I really can't help but to compare myself against others. I just hope whatever plans I have for the future will work out, and hopefully no regrets. Thanks for your reassurance, appreciate it. I'm 25, got a bullcrap degree, been working for 4 years, and now I have a different perspective and am trying to go study abroad now. Don't get me wrong, I feel like crap and heartbroken and lonely, and I'm so close to just not giving an F anymore. But at least I have a plan, and who knows how life will be. We can do this. 29 meters checking in. Reading your comments and seeing where you guys are is inspiring. I know it's said all the time, but you are young. So much time to find your passions/hobbies and invest time into the things you love. I've spent 10 years in the utility construction field and have learned plenty. After being a layoff due to COVID, I decided to put my field skills to good use and apply them to an estimator position. I have my phone interview today. Wish me luck. My point being, you never know what the next day holds and where it can lead you. Hugs and good luck to everyone. I'm the oldest of 4 brothers. My younger brothers are far more successful than me. When we were growing up, I always felt like my parents never gave a crap about me as soon as my brothers showed up. All through life, I had to listen to my parents comparing me, the oldest, to my younger brothers. It was always humiliating. I struggled with learning in school, and my parents just thought I was stupid or lazy. They never really put in the time or effort to work with me or to understand my struggles, and I was just a kid, so I didn't know how to express myself. They didn't understand that I was bullied throughout most of my academic life and that it caused me to suffer from social anxiety disorder. As a kid, I always saw my parents providing opportunities for my brothers that they never did for me. Even things like taking my brothers to the dentist to get braces so their teeth are nice, or helping them get into good universities, or allowing them to gain some work experience in the family business. My one brother, the youngest, is now the owner of the successful family business, but I wasn't even invited to work there to help out the family keep it running. Instead, I aimlessly drifted from one crappy retail job to another for many years, never really earning anything, always living in debt, and barely making ends meet. I never could afford nice cars or clothes or vacations that my parents and my siblings could, because I had to work hard to survive, because no one gave me any kind of support. Now that I'm an adult, I'm married, and have kids of my own. I live far away from my family, but I'm still jealous of people who have family members that they can get advice from, or who they can talk to about their problems. I don't have anyone on my side of the family for any of that. My parents basically don't give a crap about me. They send me some Facebook messages from time to time or make a like or a comment on one of my posts, but it's always surface-level small talk. This is something that my wife and I discuss quite often because she's noticed too that my family are very distant from me. She doesn't understand why I don't have a family that supports me, and I'm not even talking about financially supporting me. I don't want or need that, but it'd be nice to be able to talk to mom and just get advice about something, instead of feeling like I'm the only one in the world. It's pretty bad because where I live, I have 0 family members around me. The only family I do have are my wife's family who have been very supportive. Her brothers are like my best friends, and I see and talk to her parents all the time, but sometimes I feel like they only keep me around because of her. At the end of the day, I'm not one of them, you know? Anyway, I just kind of wish I had one of those TV family relationships with my parents. Where dad will show up and be like, "Hey son, what say we go out back and play catch and have a talk?" But I've accepted that that's not me and never will be. I've managed to keep myself in check by writing in a journal for many years. All things considered, I'm doing okay, but just know that a lot of guys do have their problems even if they don't talk about them. We bleed and show pain just like everyone else does. Edit/update. Wow, I logged back in after a few days and didn't realize how this comment took off. Seriously, you guys. Y'all don't understand, but maybe you do, how much your positive comments and PMs and awards, etc., and all the words of support really overwhelmed me. It made me burst with happiness to know that there are other people out there who get it. As somehow mentioned that I may have had narcissist parents, yeah, that's true. They were/still are very narcissistic, but I'm not a kid anymore and they can't push me around, so time and distance has really helped heal my wounds over the years. I don't hate my family. My mom was 16 and my dad was 18 when they had me. They were basically kids trying, and looking back, I know for a fact that they didn't know the first thing about how to be parents. It was all just trial and error for them. They tested their parenting skills and ideas on me, and whatever didn't work, they changed to be better parents to my brothers. I still talk to my 3 brothers. We have, I guess, a good relationship, but their childhoods were a lot different than mine, so they can't relate to my experiences. So we don't talk about. Neither of us bring up the past that much. Overall, I'm doing okay. I'm raising my own kids and making sure to be the best dad that I could be for them, while also making sure not to repeat things that I've experienced. Again, thanks everyone for your support. It totally wasn't expected. I never thought anyone would actually read what I wrote, but I'm glad you all did, and now we can relate to each other on a more personal level. Many of us have suffered these kinds of experiences, but you know what? We're still here. We're survivors and we're doing the best we can. That's all anyone can ask. Take care of yourselves and each other. Edit. Realized in hindsight that I've done a lot of healing and my comment is taking attention away from people who need the love more. Took it down. It's also super specific and anyone who knows me will immediately know it's me. I didn't think this would get traction. I only meant to support the guy above me. Thanks, good people. You blew a stranger's mind with love today. I'm a new mom to a baby boy and I felt compelled to tell you that your story broke my heart and I'm so sorry you were treated so horrendously. You already know this, but your mom is human trash. Thankfully it sounds like you've found your people now and you so deserve that. Stay well. Holy crap, I am glad you found new family that treats you right. Anyone who points a gun at someone should never do so unless they are ready to destroy the target. This is absolutely terrible for a mother to point a gun at your head for any reason. It is unacceptable at every level. I know of a guy who just a goofball and he went with friends to the gun range one day. When they returned, the guy as a joke walked up to his roommate and held the pistol at his roommate's head. He accidentally hit the trigger and killed his roommate. He is now in prison for years and living with the fact he killed someone and ruined their life. Regardless of his intention, aiming a gun at someone is never a joke, it is always a show of lethal force. Your wife's family? They do not keep you around just because of her. If they didn't like you, they wouldn't talk to you, spend time with you, and engage you. What you went through is absolutely horrendous, and I'm so sorry for that. But give your wife's family more credit. Give yourself more credit for being likable. Just wanted to share that I am kind of the same. My parents emotionally neglected me and were super dysfunctional, and now, as a grown-up, I don't communicate with them at all, and am very alone all the time. When I am with people who have a good family, I feel distant from them, like they are from another world and I will never be able to understand them / be a part of their world, you know. I think even if I will find a partner in the future and have a successful relationship, that feeling of vast, hopeless loneliness will never go away completely, will stay with me all my life. I distance myself from everyone in my life emotionally because the feeling of being vulnerable and truly opening up to people scares the crap out of me. It always seems to come back to bite me in the ass when I leak a little bit too much information because I just want to be alone and forget about everything. I wish I could live alone and have very little interactions with everyone. It's always so draining to be around people day in day out with little alone time. I empathize with that. I'm afraid to be open and vulnerable with others, so I play it cool. But it's not cool. Inside I'm burning alive. Nobody knows, and life goes on. Are you able to talk to a therapist? I developed these same self-protection mechanisms when I was younger to cope with abuse, and they worked very well. Now I am older, that threat is no longer present in my life, but I still have the same survival instincts that kick in, and they no longer work, and in fact do damage to myself. I finally found the right therapist for me, and being able to talk about these things really does help, as cliched as that sounds. I'm not going to claim to be 100% better, but I am recognizing my knee-jerk reactions and how what my gut is telling me will make me feel better, will actually make me feel worse in the long run. I distance myself from everyone in my life emotionally because the feeling of being vulnerable and truly opening up to people scares the crap out of me. Kind of feel the same way. I think a lot of other people can relate. Opening up isn't easy. It's one of those things where you don't know what is wrong with you. I'm really hoping therapy will help with this. Edit. It's so refreshing to hear such good things about therapy, and the fact that there are so many other people like me. It means a lot knowing I'm not alone. It's not signs about how you're broken, it's clues about how you work. Start to construct a strategy about how to deal with those truths. Web link. I can vouch for Dr. K's videos hard. Please do yourselves a favor and check a few out, maybe searching for an issue you're dealing with. Doing that healing. As a woman, I can't tell you how much it helps to talk things out. Even when you have no idea what to say, just talking about your feelings and having them heard is half the therapy. I feel sorry that men have been conditioned to keep their emotions hidden. It's such a sad and lonely way to be. I hope more men feel comfortable talking about their feelings every day. I don't think I've been conditioned to hide my emotions. I often want to talk about how I feel, but I just can't figure out how to put feelings into words when is anything more complex than the basic feelings of happy, sad, etc. Honestly. If you have someone to talk to, even sounds and random words can make you feel better and heard. Like today I told my friend that I just felt a balloon deflate in my heart. Does that make any sense? No. But did she understand? Probably not. But it did help me, just by saying those words. That actually makes sense in a very specific way. Probably like how when you think things are going okay and suddenly you feel this sinking feeling in your chest and it's hard to breathe and you just want to curl up and sleep the pain away. I struggle with this too. I often go to it as what it is and a friend will point at me, that's not a feeling. I honestly can't. That's basically the problem. I just don't care. At all. And it's really hard to express that. The apathy is terrifying to me too. I'm not studying at university to learn anymore, I'm just trying to pass exams. This hit way harder than it should have. I completely don't care about most things. It's completely foreign to me now when people get really into stuff. I'm not like that. I get this. And you know, sometimes it's okay to not care. But when you need to care, it can be difficult. I experience a general numbness pretty regularly. I don't know about you. Good luck, friend. Here's me caring about you not caring. And about you. Crap, I just tried writing something for the past hour and I can't share my emotions, even to a bunch of strangers on Reddit, so I guess that's something to share, at least edit. Thank you all so much for commenting. This is the first time I ever had this many people care about something I said. I'm not the type for talking, so I probably won't ever message you about my feelings. The most I do in terms of showing my feelings is through music. Either way, I'm still reading new comments. You guys are awesome, really made my day. This is a good first step, and bit by bit, you will get better at it. Here's a virtual hug. See if you can find a list of emotion words on Google. Go through some of them and see if that helps you get started. It's hard. Been reading this thread for an hour with a lot on my mind and can't make my own post. It's not worth sharing. Every single person that I've opened up to, from my parents, friends, bullies, etc., used it against me in some shape or form, and it just psychologically messed me up. I don't dare to say that I had depression, but made me become 100 times more careful when I speak my mind, and I developed a habit of talking to myself when alone because I just can't hold some thoughts and feelings deeply locked up inside me. It's crazy how far I can relate to you, dude. When I opened up about my depression to my friends, they started making fun of me, saying I was asking for attention. Since then, I had taken an oath to never open up to anyone in life. That's why I asked this question. You could share anything, no one going to judge you, and after all you are anonymous, but I won't force you. I used to hold in all that stuff too. I wouldn't dare tell anyone about how I acted happy all the time was the opposite of how I felt. That only made things worse for me, and eventually it all got worse and worse until it erupted. My 20s were ruined from bottling all my feelings up and living with that pain. But I ended up finding out that a lot more people can relate to me than I thought. A lot more people deal with depression, anxiety, OCD, mental illness than I thought. It sounds like the people you have opened up to have a closed mind. But there are a lot of people out there with an open mind, and a lot of people that would be willing to help, or willing to just listen. There are toxic people that will use that stuff against you, and yes, it's best to keep certain personal things away from certain people. Please, don't let what happened to me happen to you. Try to find more supportive people in your life, and get some of your feelings out. And if you, or anyone reading this, want to talk, or just need anyone to listen, feel free to send me a message. I've been through the darkest of times, and I can say that things can get better. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.